Good morning. I know that Kate and I spoke a little bit last week at both of the services, but we didn't really give a good overview of what Birthday Gift for Christ is, what we're doing this year, and why it's important. So I wanted to take 5 minutes today to kind of set the stage, especially since we've got a lot of visitors, we've got a lot of new friends, and we're going to be talking to you every Sunday. So Birthday Gift for Christ is the signature local ministry of this church, and it has been since before it was this church. It's something that we did before I was part of us, back when this church was part of the Wesley Church in Jackson. Each year we adopt families through the Madison County and Allied Against Poverty charity that's in Canton, that's what's MADCAP, and the Trinity Mission Center in Forest. This year we are adopting 35 families, that's 85 children. Every year we collect food, we buy presents when we adopt. UWF, the United Women of Faith, they give towels and blankets and pillows. The weekday, they collect toothpaste and toothbrushes, and we give all of these things to these families so that each family that we have adopted can have a Christmas. This year, as we talked about last week, we're kind of starting off with our food collection. There's a lot of food outside already. We're very excited about that. Thank you if you have brought your food already. Those food donations will be due on November 30th. That's the first Sunday of Advent, and it's what we call St. Nick Sunday. At that service, we're hoping that everybody can bring some food down to the altar. You can leave money at the altar. You can leave a prayer at the altar. And we're going to offer us a blessing, a St. Nick Sunday blessing over that food and those gifts. The next event will be the following Sunday when our children are going to be packing the food boxes. As I said, every family receives a food box. That's going to be those donations, if we need to buy anything else, and then a food restricted gift card. And so the children during the Sunday school hour are going to pack those boxes for us. Then the next big event is what we call Wrap Night. It was Wrap Night back in the 90s when I was a kid. Then we kind of shifted away from it and we called it Pack Night, where we all put the boxes together. But this year, Kate and I are trying to really recenter Birthday Gift on the community aspect of it. This is a huge undertaking for the people of this church. It is a huge impact that we can have in Madison County and in Forest, which I believe is in Scott County, isn't that right? Yeah. I insulted Jordan when I did not know the county that it was in recently. So Scott County and Madison County. But at Wrap Night, we want you to bring your gifts. If you have adopted a family, bring those gifts and wrap them. We're going to have an activity for the children that night so that they will be in the South Building so that the adults can wrap, we can fellowship, and we can get all these boxes together for the delivery over the weekend. And at the end of Wrap Night, we're going to ask Brian and Andy to offer a blessing over all of us, over the volunteers, over the boxes, the bikes, the food, all of it. And then on Saturday, December 20th, is Delivery Day, and that is when we are going to send our gifts out into the world. If you've adopted a family through MADCAP, you will have made arrangements for delivering to that family, either to their house or if they wanted to meet you at the MADCAP Center to drop off the presents, that can be done too. But on Saturday, you'll come up here, you'll get your food boxes, you'll get your presents, you'll get whatever it is that you have, and you will take it to those families for Christmas. If you adopted a family from Trinity, we will pack up the U-Haul on Saturday and get that ready, and then on Sunday after the service, Melissa Ragazzi and some volunteers will go to Forest with that truck, unload the gifts, and have a big celebration with the mission there. So that's kind of what we are doing this year and what the program will look like. Again, Kate and I really want this to feel like something we are doing as a community. When I was here as a child, Birthday Gift was one of my favorite things. I mean, because to a kid, Christmas is everything, right? And even as a kid, I knew we were given all those bikes. All kids are getting bikes because of us. Kids are getting presents because of us. I didn't as much focus on the food, but that's an important part of it too. So there's two things that I want to tell you about that this year. Something you may not know is that Birthday Gift for Christ is fully funded by the members of this church. There is no line item in the budget for Birthday Gift for Christ. Everything we do has to be done by a donation from members, from visitors, whoever. We buy boxes, we rent a U-Haul, we get the food restricted gift cards, we buy bikes for every child who asks for a bike, larger gift items that some of the families have requested, like a couch or a bed. We help facilitate that too, and we cannot do that without money. So if you can't adopt a family this year, if it is just you don't have the time, I get it. We also will take your money. If you choose to donate money, after the service there's a QR code out on the table out there, and that will take you to the Birthday Gift website where the sign-ups are, but also where a link is to donate money. If you write a check, then you need to put in the memo line that this is for Birthday Gift for Christ, because we do have a Birthday Gift for Christ restricted fund. If you want to talk about restricted funds, I will direct you to my husband or to Jamie Bardwell, because I don't want to talk about restricted funds. But that's how we will fund this. Again, it can't be done without you. So we have the monetary aspect, but then we have the gifts. There's a whole range of requests in our books out there and on the sign-ups. Some children, all they want for Christmas is a blanket, and all they want for Christmas is a coat. Some kids want the same thing your kids want: an iPad, a tablet, a bike. When you are buying, if you choose to adopt, please remember why we do this, why we give presents at Christmas at all. This is something I'm trying to tell my children this year. We don't get and give presents at Christmas just to do it. We do it because we're remembering the gift that we were given, that we did not deserve, that we asked for but had no business asking for, that we didn't do anything to earn. And that's how you need to think about this. I've never heard anybody in this congregation act like this, but I have heard other people act like this about adoptions. Well, I don't want to adopt them. They have nice cars in their driveway. I don't want to adopt them. They have nice stuff. They don't need my stuff. That's not our call, because that's not what was given to us. And that's why we do Birthday Gift for Christ. That's why we give presents to each other, to our kids, and that's why we're giving it to these kids too. So when you're adopting, remember that. And if you can't adopt this year because you don't have the money, then we welcome your prayers and we welcome your time too. But just keep all of those things in mind when you're adopting, when you're choosing. And I think this is going to be a really special year for Birthday Gift at this church. If you have any questions, you can talk to me, you can talk to Kate, who's not here today. I will be outside after the service. I've got some books where you can physically look at the lists, but there's QR codes too where you can donate money or look at the list to sign up online. I think it's going to be great, and I'm really looking forward to helping our church accomplish this big goal this year. Thank y'all.